Hey everyone, so today we're going to start our first lesson in Arabic by teaching you the alphabets or the letters in Arabic that you don't have in the English alphabet. Just to let you know, we have every single letter in the English alphabet. We can pronounce it easily without any problems. However, we have additional letters that you don't have in the English alphabet. I'm going to teach you now. So the first letter we're going to be teaching you today is the letter Ain. So for instance, we have the name Amr, which is my name, Amr. The first letter in Amr is actually Ain. A lot of people would, like say Amr because they don't have the Ain in the English alphabet. However, it's Amr. The letter Ain comes from the back of your throat. And to write it in English, because since we don't have the letter itself in English, we substitute it by the number 3. So for instance, if you would write my name normally in English, I would write it as you see on the screen, A-M-R. However, sometimes a lot of people would just say 3 A-M-R because Amr, it's Amr. Second thing, we have the letter Ghain. Ghain is basically similar to Ain in the way you write it. And basically in English, you can write it either G-H, as in the word Gharib, for instance. Gharib means strange, Gharib. Or sometimes we substitute it by the number 3 and an apostrophe next to it. After that, we have the letter Ha. Ha is basically a heavy H. So for instance, when you have a name like Muhammad, like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, you say Muhammad, not Muhammad, but you say Muhammad. Or the name Ahmad, not Ahmed. So basically it's a heavy H, and we substitute it by writing the number 7. After that, we have the letter Kha. Kha is basically like the name Khalid, and we either type it like KH in English, or we type it by writing the number 7 and an apostrophe. So similar to the Ha, which is 7, but we put an apostrophe because in Arabic we have like a dot on top of the letter itself. So that's the letter Kha, like for the name Khalid, for instance. After that, we have the letter Sad, like Sadiq. So the first letter is basically similar to an S, but more like a heavy S when you pronounce it. So Sadiq, not Sadiq. So that's the way to pronounce the Sad. And the way to write it in Franco Arabic, you either write it as an S, if you're familiar with the names or the words that are said or written, so you would know how to pronounce them, or sometimes we substitute them by the number 9. So after that, we have the letter Dad. Dad is basically the letter that the Arabic is well known of, because there's no other languages that have the letter Dad in them. And for instance, a word for it is going to be like Dufda. Dufda is basically a frog, so that's the letter Dad. After that, we have the letter Qaf, like the name Qasim or the name Qaisar, and Qaisar means Caesar, and basically Qaf is written as a Q. And the final one is going to be the letter A, which is not actually a letter A, but more like a Hamza. A Hamza, or the letter A, sometimes Alif, in the Arabic language is going to be not only found in the beginning of the word. So when you say Ahmad, which is the name Ahmad, you say A at the beginning. Sometimes we have it in the middle or at the end of the word. So for instance, the word Bari means innocent. You would find it at the end of the word itself, Bari. That's how we say it. And the way we type it in English is basically by typing the number 2. So the number 2, you can find it at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the word. So whenever you see the number 2, it's basically someone saying the letter A or A sound in the word itself. And that concludes our first lesson in Arabic. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please like and share this video with your friends. And, leave a comment there. Anything you want, just leave a comment. Until next time, stay safe and see ya.